Are you like us? Do you think the world's all of a sudden full of little pussies, little snowflakes, little tiny people that get ass hurt every other minute of the day? Well, welcome to your new home. This is a little unprofessional. This is a little unprofessional. Streaming to the world from Denton, Texas. You don't give a shit. We don't give a shit. We've got that in common. You wanted a real, raw, unfiltered podcast. Well, now you've got it. Let's do this shit. This is a little unprofessional. And now your host, Mr. Like the Color.
What's happening, guys? What's going on? Mr. Like the Color here is 8:15 p.m. Central Standard Time here in the great state of Texas. Glad to be here. CJ, what's going on?
It's a beautiful, hot day in Ontario. Hot.
I feel like for the next 4 weeks, we're going to be saying this.
Yes.
Like, we're in triple digits all week long again. All week.
I don't even know what that translates to. We're supposed to be 32. I think that's just shy of 100, just over 100.
If I did this right, I believe it's around 39 to 42 around your side of the field.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's hot. That's too hot. That's too hot.
Yeah, look at this shit, dude. Look. I'm so burnt.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
so burnt.
If it was 42 here, I'd walk out and turn like that instantly. Like, I'm white, bro. Like,
look, I am too. I'm very white. And it's even funnier because I don't wear shorts often enough. So when I do wear shorts, everybody sees how white my legs really are. And then I don't, my feet are even whiter. So my feet are actually burnt. So they're a nice shade of red now. That's good. Yeah, but it was good. Show the camera.
Pixar did happen.
It was good. It was good. The people listening on Spotify don't. They're like, what? I can't see shit.
I can't see it. I
can't see it. So
maybe
how was your weekend?
We'll take screenshots.
How was your weekend?
It was good, man. We had an excellent weekend. It was little Nova's birthday, her second birthday. So we went out to Manitoulin Island, and it's a great little island just south of where I live. It's pretty big. And I said little island, I said it's pretty big. Contradict myself right there.
Little big island.
We ended up going to a waterfall. Yeah, little big island.
It's like I get the little big penis.
So we went to a waterfall. Little big penis, yes. I like it. So yeah, we went to a waterfall called Bridal Veil Falls. And it was awesome. It has limestone there, so the water's a little bit salty, but it keeps the water clean too, right? So it's kind of nice. Then we went out to a place.
That's good.
I don't remember what it's called. Providence Bay. Providence Bay. I got it. I recovered.
Okay.
I recovered. Providence Bay. And it's off of Lake Huron. And it's literally so clear, dude. You feel like you're in the ocean, but in a great.
What did you just say? Lake what?
Lake Huron. Huron.
Right. So you're referring to Lake Huron.
Huron, yeah.
Huron.
There's no here. You can't fucking Hear. That's here. Hur. Huron.
Look, I'm just saying that's the way I was raised. It was Lake Erie.
I know.
Lake Huron.
A lot of people, I think people hear it so fast and they call it Huron, but it's Huron.
Huron. Well, I don't know how you fuck that up by just speeding it up. But
I'll go ask the locals.
Hey, look, let's not do this again
I'll ask
this
the locals
week.
when I go back and we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we're not going to do this again. You almost got us.
So anyways,
you almost got us.
It was gorgeous.
Up with
You
that
could see
Chuck
right
Norris
to the
stuff.
bottom. Because they knew I was right. That's why they repealed it for you.
That's what it was. So good weekend, right? Good weekend. That's what we're saying here.
Shit, that Canadian was right, man. He was right. Yeah, man, we can't ban him for that. We can't ban him for being right. The sand there on the whole beach is like silk, dude. It's so soft. There's little minnows that swim all throughout. You go out probably past 100 feet and it only comes up to like your chest.
Oh, wow.
That's how large the sandbar is there. It's gorgeous. It was awesome. We had a great time, dude. There's like big old playground there. They were smart. They put out like these blue tarps, like or not tarps. It's almost like plastic, but it's like woven plastic that goes along the beach. So you don't have to walk in the sand. You can just walk on these blue mats all the way through. It's nice.
Nice.
Yeah,
We
we had a
did
great
something
time.
similar.
We had a great time.
We went to the lake as well. We took the little ones to the lake. It was fun. Good time. However, with it being the lake, I got scared. I got a funny story about that. And I got, hey, look who showed up to the studio. It's about time.
Oh,
Shit.
oh.
What's up, buddy?
So I was just at the mall in my city, south side of Indianapolis, and there was a shooting.
Oh.
So everybody was fine, except 4 people passed.
Okay.
Well, I said that wrong.
4 people?
I said that wrong. Okay, let me start over. This is not a joke.
Okay, hold on. I'm sorry. It's not. It's not funny.
I mean, we're fine. We're fine.
We're a joke.
That's what I meant.
It's not a joke.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's important.
Holy crap.
We're fine. So here's what happened. We were getting ready to go out of the mall, and we're like, no, let's not go that way. That's the food court. It's too many people here today. And we went out the other way. 10 minutes later, after we left, there were calls made that there was a shooting. 4 people. There was 4 casualties. The shooter got apprehended and shot by a citizen who was armed, and that's why I'm late. So,
well, I guess we can let it pass this time. Jesus.
Yeah.
I mean, all jokes aside. I mean, it's crazy when it starts happening closer to you. It's crazy, and it's unfortunate. It's a whole conversation that I know we don't want to get into.
yeah.
But glad you're safe. Glad that you're here with us. Glad to have you always. We were just having a conversation about our weekend. Our weekend was very, water-filled. Yeah, we had waterworks everywhere. So we went to the lake today and yesterday, and it was fun. The kids love it. It's fun. I'm sunburnt. Like I'm sunburnt. Like, yeah, it's fun. I'm gonna feel it tomorrow. It's gonna be good times. How was your weekend?
It was great, man. Got to spend some time with Tisa. Hold on, let me get to a place that's easier to talk in. And we got a bunch. It rained a bunch here, so we needed the rain. It was cool. Yeah, that's pretty much all we did.
Nice. Well, without creating another episode like last week, if I were to say Lake Huron, would you agree that that's how you pronounce it, or would you say
Like Huron?
Huron.
Huron.
Huron. Like Huron.
Huron. Yeah, I got it.
Huron.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Huron.
Like Huron.
Huron.
Yeah, Huron.
Like Huron.
I just don't say it at all. I say that other lake that I don't.
I go to Superior, damn it.
Yeah, there we go. No one says that differently.
Nobody says Superior wrong.
Lake Michigan. Lake Superior.
This conversation is very eerie right now, and I just don't want to.
Ontario want to hear about it. And that was bad. I was hoping that Ontario was going to sound a lot better. I was stretching for that one.
It's all good. Not just saying.
Like, I'm done with this shit. I'm already over it. This is the reason I'm late, guys. This is bullshit.
It is.
This is a language lesson today, ladies and gentlemen.
As long as you don't bash Chuck Norris this week, we're going to be all right.
I feel like what it is. It's like American versus Canadian pronunciation. Or like guy on TikTok that does the Britain versus American or Canadian pronunciation of things. That's what we're doing right now.
We're not even going to do that again because anytime that we try to compare our two countries, TikTok thinks it's a hate crime and they kick us off. So can we not do that this week? I'm still recovering from the Chuck.
Last week?
No,
Canada's a country.
Yeah,
Canada's a country. What?
Since when?
Oh, nation.
I thought we got them in 1812.
I thought they were like the skin on a salmon you just cut off. I just didn't.
Oh no! Oh no! Shots fired. We'll get a burn Lake Erie again.
How's your
So,
White House doing?
first of all, that's a fallacy, my friend. You guys didn't do that. The British did it.
Which were the ones that settled here, which is part of Canada, which means that they're
Look,
Canadian, which means the
if you
Canadians did
still
it.
look, if you're still British, that's fine. I'm glad you're admitting it finally. We knew this down here. I'm glad you guys are coming to terms with it. Good.
We're still associated. We're still part of the Commonwealth. Like, are you okay over there?
I'm
Do you
doing
miss
fine.
the Queen's? You know?
I don't miss the Queen. Like that's the whole independence thing that we did. Yeah, yeah. 1776, baby.
We
So
dumped
we're good.
tea in the ocean. No, that's not what actually happened. But if that's what you believe, that's okay.
Welcome to the Start of
You
World War III podcast.
Devin, you still look
Yes.
like you have sunglasses on.
Right?
I dude, I wore my sunglasses all day, and then I was like, oh crap,
At
we look
night.
like a raccoon later. It's gonna be awesome.
I wear my sunglasses at night.
Yep. I wear aloe vera tonight though, because I wore my sunglasses all night. With that being said,
I
I
know
was
her.
something I was thinking about today. And I don't know, JTK, do you watch the Marvel? Were you into comics when you were younger?
Oh yeah.
Marvel or DC?
Oh. Whew. DC Comics, but Marvel movies.
Okay,
But
that's
I
I can
watch
get
them
behind
both.
that. I can
But I
get
watch
behind
them.
that.
Yeah, but I watch them both. I mean,
Yeah.
I got
so
to
it's
watch all of them.
I you know what? I'm on the fence. I couldn't get through the new Batman movie. I couldn't do it. I turned it off.
Really?
Yeah, I did. It was just
That was
it
the
was too
most,
slow.
but it was the most true to what Batman is supposed to be it has ever been. And I think that because they've stayed true to the origin of Batman, added a little bit of new age to it, and kind of revolutionized, not the same, oh, I punch, oh, I use all these cool gadgets, oh, I'm rich. No, they portrayed like a cool, neat new perception of Batman. I loved it. I thought he did a great job. I was a
That's
little
fair.
worried, but he did a great job in my opinion.
You know, when they cast him, I was like, oh man, is he gonna be
Right?
shiny? Is he gonna be shiny? What are they gonna
Oh,
do with him? Who's gonna be
I
his
didn't see the new
Elizabeth
one.
Swan?
you
Yeah,
haven't
I
seen
didn't
anyone?
either.
No. If
Me
you
neither.
if you think old school Detective Comics, the investigative part of Batman, that's what they did, and they did
Uh-huh.
an amazing job with it. They threw a dark side part of it to it as well. He's just coming into his Batman persona, so he has the suit and everything, but he's coming into it a little bit more. So it was really neat. They introduced some characters that are going to be there in the future. I don't want to give away because there's some really good surprises in there. But if you can get through that first part, which a lot of people find slow because they're used to high action Batman, if you can get past that part of it, like I say, it was dope. There was some great lines in there. There was really good actors in there that I think did a great job fulfilling roles that have already been fulfilled. And yeah,
So let me
I
ask then: is he the best Batman?
no,
Who's the best?
Christian Bale.
yeah, I have to go with Christian. He just did so much for that role and revitalizing it. Like I grew up with the old school Batman too. Yeah, no,
Like,
I would
what
still,
do you mean
yeah.
old school Batman? Like Adam West?
Yeah.
Yeah, like the original TV Batman, black and
I
white.
got you. No,
Yeah,
I'm right there with you. I think that's one of my favorites. I enjoy it because of the nostalgic. Just it was a comic book that came to life. That was pretty awesome. So, did you hear that? He's actually considering coming back. He said he'll come back for another series of Batman films if uh, Christopher Nolan does it again.
Oh,
That would be phenomenal. And I would do the same thing if I was in his shoes.
Fuck yeah,
yeah.
they would strike
Yeah.
gold. They would. With the current environment, with the movies and the comic book movies being as big as they are now, they would strike gold,
I think the
hands
best
down.
thing DC has done since everything is that they actually kept things dark. I think that's one thing that they have to keep going with because Marvel's very light and they're starting to go a little bit dark too with some of the characters, and they're finding out darkness is actually a really good seller. Right, so having that little bit of element was great for Marvel because they didn't push it too far, whereas DC kind of went all the way to the edge. So if DC could back it up a little bit like Marvel does, not to the extent of Marvel because there's still pretty dark stories in there. I think that, especially if they do the Robin story with Batman, oh my lord,
Right.
all the Robins would be a dope story.
So with Marvel doing what Marvel did with the cinematic universe and bringing all these films in and still being able to poke fun at some of the older ones that weren't
Yeah.
as good and they bring them in. So do you think maybe DC is just too far behind that now where they've made such shit connecting movies that now they're like trying to piece them together that it just seems hodgepodge?
Hmm.
Can they fix that? Like, are we gonna let them go as a
I want to hear
society?
JK's version on this because I've talked about my opinion a little bit here. I want to hear JK's opinion on this.
On what?
On if you think DC can recover
Well,
movies. The comics are still great. The comics have sold great. We know the comics are good. The new
yeah.
52 was a great revamp. We know that the new version that just came out, I just can't think of it right now off the top of my head 'cause it's been a while. Where they kind of redid a couple more stories. They've done a really good job since New 52, which is like 2015 ish.
See, you lose me on the
On.
comic side. I haven't read a comic since I was like,
All they did, the New 52, all they did is they took all the original characters and recreated their backstories and put them back into the comics and have kind of revamped them. So it's more modern. It's really good. They did a really good job with it. If they would adapt that to the movies, I think we'd have a lot better interaction with the audiences.
What about you, JTK? What do you
So
not like about their films? First of all, like you
here's
said, you
my
don't like them.
here's my take. Well, I didn't say I didn't like them. I just when you compare the two, Marvel has better films, and when I say better films, they have a better reach. They still can, be a little bit on the dark side, as um, CJ mentioned that they're getting darker, probably to follow their audience, to follow their audience's opinion of what they want to see. Um, so here's my take on DC. I think DC is just competing against itself. They
Yeah.
don't care about Marvel. They just want to do their own thing and make their own money and be their own entity. They don't need somebody like Stan Lee in each movie, doing a cameo. They're
Right.
just gonna, they're just gonna do their own thing. And like for instance, I think Dark Knight, just the movie Dark Knight, the second one in that series, is probably the best cinematography I've seen in a movie to date. Still, and that
It
was
is
in
really good.
2008. That was in 2008. I think the cinematography, the acting with Heath Ledger, the whole storyline, how it made sense, it fit together well. They crafted a really good movie. And I think it set the bar for Marvel a little bit because I think Marvel cares more than DC cares. I think
I
Marvel,
could 100% agree with that.
and that's kind of my take. I kind of hover about 10,000 feet above it because I mean I read the old comics, but heck, I got them all stored away, and I don't read them anymore. It was something I did as a kid, and I can't remember if I tied my shoes a few minutes ago. So I'm
I
just
can,
like,
I feel that.
so I very much live in the moment, and so I do have to see that new Batman. As far as the Justice League, I really didn't think Ben Affleck did that character justice. He looked a little too staged and a little bit too, you know, him in his long trench coat just didn't work for me.
Yeah, I could.
With the
Yeah.
dip with the gray beard and all that. I just
No,
it
I
just didn't
agree.
work.
One thing
So
So
is that they did at least portray Superman a little more realistically in terms
yeah,
of his abilities, because I think a lot of people really underestimate how strong Superman really is, and when they had the other four come at him, that was a pretty cool depiction of that scene. I think that was one of the coolest DC scenes I've ever seen. Like I
can I
thought
tell
it
you
was
yeah,
right? I can
yeah,
tell you
I
right now
agree.
that
Like
the
that whole movie and the Man of Steel movie, that whole movie just was a phenomenal movie in and of itself. But I'm just picking apart the Batman part.
yeah. Did you see
fuck it.
uh, when they got because they got Joss Whedon to take over, right? Did you see the I can't remember his name off the top of my head, which is don't shoot me, DC fans. The other director's cut, Snyder. Did you see
Oh,
Snyder?
Snyder. Yeah, I'd
No,
seen it. Yeah, I saw it.
You saw it
I
so
did.
much,
Yeah.
so much more information. It's not rushed in spots that it shouldn't have been. The outfits of the characters were so much better. It was a way better experience. Longer movie,
Yeah,
but way, for
I
sure.
agree. If you saw Justice League and were super disappointed by it, I didn't even watch the whole Justice League the first time I gave up on it.
Uh,
The Snyder cut though, I watched all the way through and I was like, oh, that's not bad. But if I gotta tell you, if you guys gonna do any DC things, being DC fans, two things I'd tell you. First of all, we're adults, and if you have the chance, HBO has, I think both of them to be honest. Peacemaker with John Cena is fucking hilarious. It is probably one of the funniest things I've ever seen that came out. Like it's hilarious. I don't know if you've seen it. If you haven't, check it out. Number two, there's an animated series. I love animated shows, and they have an animated series called Harley Quinn. And the girl from the hot blonde from Big Bang Theory.
Okay, yeah.
She's the voice actor for Harley Quinn.
Oh, nice.
And the first season is just ridiculous. I don't want to give away too much, but it's basically a love story about her and Poison Ivy. It's insane, but it's adult oriented. And
Okay.
check it out. Check it out. It's worth it. JTK,
Yeah.
it's up your alley too.
And I think what the difference is between Marvel and DC, and people don't like when I say this, but you've seen it even in the TV series of both DC and Marvel, is Marvel is a very much a justice warrior, inclusive, everyone's welcome, this is who we are, no one's ever cut out type of franchise, whereas DC is very much old school franchise. And I think that's differences in those, and that's why a lot of young people don't like the DC movies, because they wanted to include different aspects of life that was never really part of comics in the beginning. I get that they're coming into it now, but it's still fresh for a lot of people, and a lot of people don't like that. And without getting too much into it, because I don't want to get banned, but you know what I'm saying. So it's really hard for DC to do that when even the comics aren't written that way. So it's a matter, are they going to stay to the comics, or are they going to go a new direction? Right, whereas the comics
CJ.
Marvel has become very much the inclusive type of comic book reading, and that's why they changed it with the movies as well.
Hey, CJ, got a question for you, buddy. What character do you think Chuck Norris would play the best in DC?
Play the best in DC?
Who would he be?
Cast this loser?
Jesus.
Mr. Mixaplex, just because he doesn't get to talk much.
That's hilarious.
Oh man,
Mixoplex. Oh my gosh, I haven't heard of Mixoplex forever.
Jeez.
That's supposed to be Rumpelstiltskin backwards.
Marvel. I was just trying to think of a character that doesn't speak much. I can't.
God, you're so mad about Chuck Norris, buddy.
Okay,
I've never met somebody so upset.
He's Gleek the monkey from the Wonder Twins. That's what.
Oh crap! It wasn't the. We need Wonder Twin rings.
Wonder Twin powers activate.
Activate.
Form of a pail of water. Shape of an eagle.
Giant sponge.
All jokes aside, if I had to put him into a major role of any DC character in his prime, not now, his best role probably, honestly, he had the look that he probably could have pulled off Aquaman. Out of all of them, he didn't have to look for Superman, unfortunately, so he wouldn't be able to play that. Batman, he definitely, again, not the dark hair, he has blonde, so that wouldn't have worked. The best character that fits his physique, his temperament, how everything is with him as a person, and the over the topness, that's Aquaman. So
fucking Aquaman coming out with cowboy boots. Jesus, I can't do it.
Pretty much what his old outfit was. So, I mean, there you go. That works.
Just
Aquaman, Texas Ranger.
Right.
Yeah, that probably be I could see him major in if you're going to go like major film wise of his prime. I don't think there's another character he could do. Honestly,
oh, man.
Don't.
So
because doesn't have a lot of range either that's needed. And let's be real, Chuck Norris doesn't have really much of a.
Oh my God, you're still taking shots at the guy. Fucking hey, poor Chuck Norris gave fucking roundhouse.
That's my honest opinion.
You know, Chuck Norris could kick your ass right now. Like he could literally just blow you out, dude. Just like with a wink, like a wink and a smile, and then boom, you're done. It'd be over. And you're jabbing at him, man. You're dogging him out. What's going on with that?
I'm saving this clip and then I'm gonna tag him in it, and I'm gonna just post it once a month until he responds.
He says Aquaman, you have no range, you suck as an actor, you should never been in film.
Jesus. Oh,
You're
you
giving
get your
too much
ass kicked.
Bruce Lee movie that you should never have been in. No, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Anyways, yeah.
man. So
Well, whoa. What about Jackie Chan? Tell me your thoughts on Jackie.
Okay, let's be real about Jackie Chan. Even if you don't like Jackie Chan for any reason, which I don't think there's any good reason not to like Jackie Chan. The dude does his own stunts. He is real in all of his shit, and he tries his best on everything he does. He took acting lessons. He made sure that he's polite to everyone. No one dogs him on set. He's a hard work ethic guy. He shows up on time and doesn't leave till the work's done. Like you can't dog that dude. Like there's no way to dog that dude ever. And he'll never say he's the best.
Nah.
Even when you ask him point blank, he's like, no, there's someone else, right? Same with him with Jet Li. Jet Li's another really good actor that does his own stunts and again doesn't dog on anyone, doesn't say, "Oh, I could wink and a smile," and no, he's he's humble. I like humbleness. I really do. I think cockiness, as much as a great American trait, there is greatness for cockiness. There's also really greatness in humbleness, and I think that those two actors definitely portray humbleness to a very great degree. So yeah, I can't dog those guys.
Can't dog on Chuck Norris either. He didn't come up with all the memes. Jesus. So what? Okay, fine. I'll say it. Know who the best is?
Wait. Did you not see Expendables 3? Yeah,
good.
He lived up to what they were talking about with him. I don't want to hear it.
No, actually, know who's the best? I'll say it right now. Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh, fuck off.
No. Oh, no.
Bloodsport, baby. I like. Okay, I grew up with it. Okay, so I like him as an actor. I like him as an actor. I think he's overhyped when it comes to his abilities. I think he's a good fighter in real life. I'm not saying he's not, but he's not great in the sense of like UFC fighter style, right? Like there's a difference, right? He would not make it in a UFC cage, but he would be a good fighter in general. Like no average man could probably take him.
None of these people are going to sit there. You put any of these people in the cage, you're going to get their asses kicked.
Right.
If you put them in their prime, these
are movie stars.
No, what I mean is, you know what I mean? Like Chuck Norris is presented to be like better than every UFC. You know what I mean? That's how his image is. None of the other guys do that. You know what I'm saying? Same with Jean-Claude. When Jean-Claude first came out, he was considered to be one of the best fighters because of his movie acting and how they portrayed him in action movies. Doesn't mean they are. Right?
But Jean-Claude Van Damme makes a great homemade yogurt. Let me just tell you.
Yeah.
Just let's throw fucking Richard Simmons into the mix. Jesus. I'm a pony.
Actually, the first Jean-Claude I watched, what was that one where there's that black dude with like the dreaded hair and he has like the blue eyes? He's like ripped his crap and he takes the girl away. And Jean-Claude's mission is to go get the girl back or whatever.
It wasn't Wesley Snipes, was it?
No. It was part of his trio. Remember he had those trio movies that sold out in the box set? It was part of that. I just can't think of the name of the movie off the top of my head now.
I've seen Replicant, Bloodsport.
So, all right. We're talking about these action heroes. Here's who I like a lot. And he's about 5'0". He's like nothing, but he's bigger than life on the screen. And that's Jason Statham.
Oh, you would. You pretty boys all stick together.
No.
Fuck.
He's a transporter. He doesn't look in the trunk.
Who's the one that looks like him too? It's like a copy paste bullshit. Who's the one that looks just like him?
Never heard of anybody that looks like him. He's one of a kind.
No, there's another actor that's got that same like bald head, and I'm not even talking about Vin Diesel or The Rock.
Kevin Hart. No, not Kevin Hart. Look, people.
Goldberg.
No, not
Goldberg. I saw a really good movie the other day. It was Dave Bautista. It's called Final Score. You guys need to watch that.
I do like Dave Bautista.
He is up and coming in the action hero field, man. And the dude is on it. Ever since he did Guardians of the Galaxy, he's been blowing up. So
I can see that. I can see that. Definitely. No. Okay. So Transporter, he's in Crank too, right?
Yeah, Crank,
Yes,
I'm
Crank.
stuck on this because there's somebody that does look like him, and I
And
can't
he's
fucking
in
remember
the
who.
Expendables, of course.
yeah, Expendables.
Yeah.
I can't remember
The
who.
Mechanic.
Oh, it's the same movie, different name.
The Mechanic.
Yeah.
What's the one where he is drag racing and stuff, and he's in prison?
Death Race.
Yeah, Death Race. That's like my fave.
All
Death
right.
Race.
Death
You
Race
got to
is good.
watch Death Race.
Yeah.
Didn't he do a movie where he broke out of prison too, or something like that?
No, that was Stallone.
What? Okay. No. No.
Yes,
No. So
Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger. That was a good one.
Yeah.
was that? Yeah. That was called where they were stuck in the prison, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They found the prison was on water.
Okay. No. 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 This is a different movie. This is a little bit older than that. And it's the guy. He digs himself out of his prison cell, and he gets out at the very end. Like he's been out doing all these
Shawshank?
crimes.
That's
No, he's been
Shawshank Redemption. That's Tim
No.
Robbins.
No. He's been doing.
He
So
climbed through the sewer pipe, man.
he's been doing all these crimes the entire time that he's in there, and then finally at the very end they catch him and they find out that he was leaving his cell because he went through. There's a poster on the wall and he went through. I'll find it out later. Damn it.
Yeah,
poster on the
Shawshank.
wall. He went through. That's Shawshank.
No, not Shawshank. It's not.
Well, whatever movie this is, they ripped off
They
Shawshank.
stole the idea. It has an actor that looks like Statham, or it might actually be him. I'm not sure. Never mind. Fuck you guys.
You watching
I'll figure it out.
on Hulu again? What's going on here?
Right? You watching some like
That movie was
Type
right
shit.
next to cheerleaders are us or whatever. You were watching like fake free movies and
Fake
stuff.
movies.
he was probably watching like I don't know. I don't even want to know.
I was trying to come up with a generic name that how they Chinese off-brand, like instead of Justice League.
Oh,
they
so
got,
like Shawshank.
Justice Heroes.
Shawshank inflection.
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 Oh my god.
Damn it! No, you guys suck so much. I'm gonna look it up later. I hate you guys sometimes. It's a real movie.
Did he like
I
dig his way
promise.
out with like a plastic spoon too? Like
No.
And that's when Devin realized that he had the wrong movie.
he had the wrong movie. He was thinking of one while thinking of the other.
And it sucks. And it sucks because I can't
knew-
remember now. Never mind. Fuck you guys.
Oh my lord.
Okay, so actors who are badasses. We're making all these fighting guys, all the fighting guys that are like really good at doing their own stunts. What's his name that flies his own? He flew the helicopter. He did his own
Tom
flight.
Cruise?
Yeah.
Pee Wee Herman.
Yeah.
Pee Wee Herman.
I don't
No,
want.
no, Tom Cruise. Yeah, you know what? As much as Tom Cruise is a crazy nuthead, his movies are good.
Oh,
He's
good.
a phenomenal actor. He's built so many franchises. He has influenced so many actors and so many people. But when he jumped up and down on that couch on Oprah, I lost all respect for him.
Right?
Everybody has a moment like that. Come on now, think of all your favorite actors.
Not
They've had a
in front
meltdown.
of millions of people on national television to be put on
Hey,
social media forever and ever and ever in perpetuity.
Show me one of those with Jackie Chan.
Exactly.
Look, first of all,
You said everyone.
jeez.
The only way you can is to
That
go
doesn't
before he was
count.
famous, and you find out that he actually did a porn show. That's the only thing he ever did wrong in his life.
Jackie Chan, will show his bloopers at the end. That's the best part. He'll show all his bloopers, and they're
Rush Hour is
hilarious.
great.
Oh yeah. And Chris Tucker recently got some kind of award and was thanking Jackie Chan. I don't know if it was recently or I just went down a YouTube rabbit hole and thought it was recently, but I saw a video where he was just thanking Jackie on being so kind and so warm and really jump-starting Chris's career. Basically, he did. I mean,
yeah.
I would say that buddy cop film that they did was probably one of my favorite. Like, I think maybe Beverly Hills is another one of my favorites, but I would say Rush Hour is probably one of the best.
Beverly Hills Ninja?
No, Beverly
Yeah.
Hills Cop.
No, not Ninja. No.
Yeah, Chris Farley. Yeah, I was just wondering if we could do this Beverly Hills Ninja.
That'd be fucking hilarious. So, no,
Come on, that's
I'll say
another
this right now.
icon
He's
that
one
went.
of my favorite actors
Who, Chris Farley?
of all time.
Oh yeah, a guy that was taken from us way too soon, for sure.
Yeah, one of my
Yeah.
absolute favorites.
Yeah, no, I loved Chris Farley. I grew up with him too. So yeah, no, it was yeah.
Okay, in my
He was my
defense,
prom.
what?
He was my prom date, so I loved him dearly.
He's your prom date.
Yeah. Anyway, what were you going to say?
No, I
love
said what I'm about to say here. First of all, I don't want any shit from you two. I really don't. So I made a slight flub in this. I found the movie. I found it.
He was
And
determined.
when I said this guy looked like Jason Statham, I was very, very wrong. Extremely. When I don't even want to tell you who.
Who's the actor? Who's the actor? Tell us.
Okay, so it has Jamie Foxx in it, right? First of all, and I'm not saying Jamie
It's
Foxx
Bruce
is
Willis.
No, it's not Bruce Willis. It's Gerard Butler, Law Abiding Citizen.
Oh, that's a good movie. And
It is a
Gerard
really
Butler,
good movie.
wasn't he in 300?
He was, yeah.
But definitely not Jason Statham.
Where did you get that?
I don't know.
The dude, the hairy behemoth. First of all, he's got all his hair. He's like,
how do you confuse?
He could fit Jason Statham in one of his pecs. Okay,
right?
Like,
he would. This is Sparta. That ass. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Look, that's why I said I apparently don't know people by the way they look.
Oh, trust me, I'm not giving you shit, but you suck, dude. I just gotta tell you.
I'm not
like
saying
if I was
you're
giving
wrong.
you shit, you'd know it. Like it would be an onslaught. It would be an onslaught of shit right now. But I'm just gonna play it cool and give you the easy way out and say, "What the fuck were you talking about?"
Right?
Apparently, I don't have an excuse. I'm
mean,
sorry.
you just compared a dragon to a kitten. You know that, right? Like,
I'm not a kitten. I'm like a cougar.
I'm a cougar.
And I'm over here trying to justify myself. I'm Googling actors that
Well,
look like
compared to
Jason
that dragon,
Statham.
you're still a kitten as a cougar, Marl.
I'm
Meat is meat at that point, ain't it?
No movie quiz for you.
It looks like Pitbull, for fuck's sake.
So if we ever do a movie quiz night, he's not on my team. He's on yours, JTK.
I want to compete against you.
It'd be like shooting fish in a barrel.
Yeah. It's like you'd be like, wasn't Kathy Bates Harley Quinn and
Rosie O'Donnell? It was Rosie O'Donnell, right?
Yeah.
Look,
wasn't Whoopi Goldberg in High Fidelity?
Okay, I was
no,
right
that
about
was Lisa Bonet.
I was right about the movie plot, though. Fuck, you guys are saying it was Shawshank.
But he didn't dig his way
It's the
out. He
same
dug his
exact-
way in, and
It's
then
the
was
same
able to
exact
escape.
plot. Yeah.
Okay, so I was half right then. Can we give me half a point?
I
I'll
would have
give
if you
you-
would have said he was Jason Statham's twin.
I'm gonna give you 0.015 of a point.
0.15.
All right, fair enough. Now, like I said, I'm over here. I googled this, and here,
And that's me not giving you shit.
I'm gonna add now. I'm gonna add a little bit of salt to the wound here. Actors that look like Jason Statham. Let me see who. I scroll down. None. 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 Number 4 of my Google searches says Jason Statham beard. How to copy his look step by step. That's it.
Step by step. Ooh, baby.
By the way,
Whatever.
parenthetical aside, have you seen the guy who looks exactly like Bruce Willis on TikTok?
No, but I saw one that
No.
looked like
Jason
fucking
Statham?
De Niro.
Really? I've seen one who looks like Negan from Walking Dead. I've seen one who looks like what I just said. What did I just say?
Negan.
Bruce Willis.
Oh, Bruce Willis. Yeah.
And one other one I've seen.
Tom Cruise.
Oh no, that was the real Howie Mandel.
That was
it is so fucking weird seeing him do TikToks. I'm not even gonna lie.
I
It's
know.
so weird seeing it.
He's doing battles and he's doing he's doing all kinds of weird stuff and I don't know. I'm just like, go on America's Got Talent and just be funny and just get off.
He hosted a new game show.
Is he?
Yeah, on Netflix, I think it was. He hosted a new game show where the whole thing.
It's called Bullshit. Yeah.
I've seen that. I want to see that.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Because isn't that what life is? Anyway.
Yes.
Well, a little bit of a lot of it. But so, what do you mean Keanu? Keanu Reeves is a badass too. I can't. But
I love Keanu. Another guy.
He's a good person too.
Well, that's again, like you said, every single one. There's so many good actors out there that haven't done shit like jumping up down on a couch, but flashing hosts. There's some that haven't done that.
Hey, look, I'm still waiting for Charlie Sheen to have his comeback.
Ooh, do you think he's going to? I think he's done, dude. I don't think he's going to have a comeback. I don't think he's. I think he's good. I don't.
Wasn't he supposed to do major? Weren't they supposed to do another major league film?
I'm not sure.
I think there's a rumor that I read that they're trying to get a script for it.
Doesn't he still look like a gargoyle? Like that's going to be hard to pull off.
Live action gargoyles.
If he looks like an ornament on the side of a skyscraper, that's going to be hard to overcome.
You ever see that?
Guys, I got a movie. What do you mean you got a movie? Yeah, I'm playing the gargoyle in the new Ghostbusters film.
I was just thinking that. Oh my God, you read my mind.
I was going the other way with that. I was doing the gargoyles from the Gargoyles cartoon. He's going to play that little skinny one.
Oh, jeez.
The one with
I remember that show. Yeah.
Cover his face, guys. Cover his face.
So
he's already skinny enough for the role. We're good.
So we have established here that when we get a little bit older, in about 5 years, we're going to have another Netflix show, and they'll be like, stars who went downhill fast. And the first one they're going to show is Howie Mandel, doing TikTok battles to make some money on the side. And then we're going to see people like Charlie Sheen playing a gargoyle in an upcoming film.
An upcoming film.
I'm not sure which one it is yet. I'll let you guys know.
A Dirty Grandpa remake.
Look, I got to be honest. I like him as an actor, though. I really do. I really do.
You like him?
I like him as an actor. Because what was the show they did with the fucking brother? And then they replaced him with Ashton Kutcher.
Oh, he was in 2.5 Men.
Yeah.
And he basically perfected. He lived that role.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. Method acting.
He was just. No. It was the opposite of that. They said, "Hey, how do you act in real life?" Well, we want you to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just come here. We'll pay you to just live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to have a brother. Don't get confused. We won't even change the character's name either. It'll be Charlie. You're good to go.
You're going to have a brother, and his name is not Emilio, and your brother's going to have a kid because he's pathetic, and the kid's going to be fat, and you'll have to deal with it.
So I can still do blowing hookers? Yeah. Go for it.
Little did we know, every time they watched him wake up in bed, that was him actually waking up in bed every scene.
It was.
You're gonna go back to the episode list on IBDM, and you're gonna look for all these extras. Those weren't extras. They they happened to be there. They didn't even get paid. They came out of his pocket. It's horrible.
What do extra women do in Charlie Sheen TV shows in the morning? They wake up, they introduce themselves, and they walk home.
Yeah. Go. Oh my God.
The other actors are just the other actor. The brother was probably playing himself in real life too. How the fuck do you do this?
John Cryer is he's his name, John Cryer.
Cryer.
Really, Charlie? Another one?
Charlie.
If I was your real brother, I'd be ashamed.
Oh, my Lord.
But come on, I
How
like
much?
Major League. He was in other stuff, wasn't he? I can't remember anything else he was in. Sandlot, was he in Sandlot?
Oh, I was
No.
thinking like old school. I was gonna go back to I can't think, with Emilio Estevez
he, he
and
he was in Ferris Bueller's Day Off as
Oh yeah,
Shauna's love interest. Well, her name wasn't Shauna. Her name was Jeannie, but he called her Shauna. And she goes, "But my name is Jeannie." And then you hear in the background the music go, "Shauna, Shauna." It was just the funniest scene.
what was that movie? It had Patrick Swayze, Emilio Estevez, him. Uh, they were greasers. I just can't think of the name of the show.
Oh, The Outsiders.
Outsiders.
Outsiders. Yes, the Outsider movie. That's where I
Well,
first saw him.
you gotta think the Outsiders. Fuck, how many good actors that came out of that movie? You
Right?
forget.
Tom
Ralph
Cruise.
Macchio.
Yeah,
Ralph Macchio was Pony Boy.
yeah, a lot of good actors
Something
came
like
out of that film. I had to read that book in high school.
Yeah, it was Tom Cruise, Emilio Estevez, Patrick Swayze,
Bruce Valanche. Yeah.
Bruce Blanche.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was a good cast. It was a really good cast.
It wasn't. No, it wasn't Bruce Valanche.
No,
Wasn't? I don't know.
let's see.
I
No,
was just saying, yeah, because I thought that was maybe the other side, that I don't remember all the people that were on
the
the
other
other side.
side.
I remember the greasers,
He was
I don't
a-
remember the other side. So.
He was a Soch. Yeah, he was a Soch.
C. Thomas Howell,
Oh yeah.
Matt Dillon. Come on now,
Mhm.
Ralph Macchio. I can't pronounce his last name.
Macchio,
Ralph
bro.
Macchio.
Patrick Swayze.
Yep.
Tom Cruise.
Yep.
Emilio.
Yep.
Rob Lowe.
Rob Lowe, yes.
Glenn Withrow. Diane Lane. Leaf Carrot. Fucking Leaf Carrot was in this. I didn't remember
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Leif Garrett.
And Darren Dalton. Is he like the brother of the other Dalton that played 007?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
No.
This was back in the 80s.
Yeah, it was 83. You saw before
Yeah.
I was born.
Right?
Damn, that just makes you think that all the actors, these badass actors, are just older than I think they are.
They are. They probably like old as shit. No offense.
Yeah. You just take shots at all the fucking people here. First it was Chuck Norris, and we told you we can't do that hate because we're gonna get kicked off. And then all of a sudden you want to attack JTK here. Look, he looks good for his age. I don't know
I
what
look
that
damn good. Okay, I look damn good, and I got many people who can vouch for that statement. Like my aunt.
Guild? We are the Lollipop Guild.
My aunt loves me. My aunt thinks I look good. My mother-in-law loves me. She thinks I'm cute as hell.
I've seen a few shows that start that way. Look. With all due seriousness aside, JTK, you look good for however old you are. Yeah.
I'm a handsome young man.
He's a Sean Connery.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about him. Best 007, yes or no?
No.
We talked about this last week, and I say yes.
I just gotta see if I can catch. I want to catch CJ slipping.
I can't remember the name because it's been a long time. But the other older gentleman that played, well, he's not old in the film. I can't think of his name.
Roger.
Huh?
Roger.
Was it Roger?
Roger Moore.
Roger Moore.
I couldn't get it in my head, but yeah, I like him better.
Huh.
I watched him first. I did see Sean Connery second. I just watched him first. So when you watch someone first, sometimes they become your favorite, right? For
Look,
him,
they look all like Jason Statham to me. Like
best Bond villain. Are you ready for this? During the Roger Moore years, Christopher Walken.
Oh yeah, hands down.
Look it up.
So
I forget which movie it was, but he was awesome.
Christopher Walken is first of all
Great.
like I don't know if people
The
now.
kids love him.
Yeah.
He's a hoofer at heart. He
Let's see.
dances for the kids nowadays.
Let's see. He was in a View to a Kill.
Yeah, and that had Duran
Yeah.
Duran doing the theme music. Oh, that's when I fell in love with the Bond series right there.
Nice.
Yeah.
It-
Yes. Like Roger Moore was just a great actor for Bond. Like I liked him. I'm sorry. I just said.
You like him because he was sophisticated. I like Daniel Craig because he's real.
Yes.
He's actually British.
He's actually British. Yeah, that's a good start. No,
Let's be
like I said,
honest.
I there hasn't really been a really bad Bond actor, honestly. But
Yes, there
has.
who was the worst Bond actor?
Timothy Dalton. One movie done.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, forgot about him. That's why I didn't think about him. I was like,
Exactly.
okay, so one. My apologies.
One.
But
One.
my favorite villain of all time is still Jaws.
What? Oh, I was like, that's a shark, dude.
Yeah, but he's actually a villain too.
I know. I got it. I had a moment.
Okay.
Look, I'm not a movie buff. If you couldn't guess, I'm just not that good at it, I guess.
I always get my balls stuck in Jaws. It's crazy.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
And there I was.
There
Hey,
was Jaws,
this is a
right?
little unprofessional. This is a little unprofessional. I'm just living up to the name.
If you guys didn't know, JTK has a new brand coming out called Balls to Jaws. It'll be out sometime this summer.
What was
Balls
that
in her
midget villain?
jaws.
So what?
The midget villain.
Mini me.
No, someone on here look up tiny Bond
I'm
villain.
not gonna look up tiny people. I'm pretty sure that's a hate crime.
No, tiny
Pretty
Bond
sure.
villain. Or someone tell me who that is, because that was also another good one.
Tiny Bond villain. I don't even.
Just look him up. Mini me, fuck.
That's okay. When he said who's the best,
tiny Bond villain. Hello.
He was.
So
I'm tiny.
that's okay.
Where's James? James.
Look, this one says all 104 James Bond films. Get fucked. I'm not going to that list.
No. Type in. They did a video game with him in it. It was GoldenEye 007 GoldenEye villains.
No, I'm done. I'm over it.
Which is funny. That's what I call my member. So
GoldenEye.
Okay, you know what? That's no worse than me. I almost said when he said who's the best Bond villain, I was like gold member.
Goldfinger.
Goldfinger.
I want to paint his Yoo-hoo gold.
Goldschlager.
Want to smoke in a pancake?
I just watched that the other day. Like, and it holds up. It is still a good film that holds up. Like, unfortunately, I found this, and this is one of the worst experiences of getting older, and not taking a shot at JTK on this one, but I want to ask you because you've obviously enhanced a little bit further than we are. So
you leveled up. You leveled up. You're higher level.
You leveled up.
Level up.
Yeah. You're leveled up. So with that being said, you've seen more in life than I have. It's just a fact, damn it.
Just say it.
You're encroaching on the end of your timeline fast. Oh shit, that's the wrong one too.
Just fucking say it.
So
you're in
films,
your gold or not yet.
Comedies now, when you look back at some of the ones that you liked when you were younger, how many of them do actually hold up to the times?
Quite a few. Like I was just watching The Jerk the other night.
The Jerk. Why do I know that?
It's Steve Martin, Jackie Mason,
1979, right?
Yeah, it's very controversial. If that came out right now, I mean, you'd be like, who did it? Dave Chappelle? You know, I mean, it's like very, very like racially charged. Another one is Caddyshack. I love Caddyshack
Caddyshack was good.
Yeah.
because I love Rodney Dangerfield. Rodney Dangerfield was like, oh, what do you get? A free bowl of soup with this hat? And then the guy's wearing the same hat and he goes, oh, but it looks good on you though. It's just great classic humor.
Yeah, you know what? That was just Steve Martin though, because here's another one that we couldn't even do today. Like, could you imagine Three Amigos? First of all,
oh yeah,
they wouldn't even be able to call it that.
Probably not.
Yeah, they could. I think they could do that. Yeah,
I don't
they probably
know.
could do that. Yeah, I mean, because people talk Spanglish all the time, so yeah.
That is true. That's very true. There we go. It's Antonio Banderas, badass actor.
I like Antonio. He was good in the Zorro movies. He's another little dude that really was bigger than life on screen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes. 100%.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I still remember one of my favorite films of all time, and it's still one of my favorites. Him and Johnny Depp did Once Upon a Time in Mexico, part of the El Mariachi series.
Oh, there you go.
Still one of my favorite films, period. I had that soundtrack on repeat when it came out.
My favorite was Desperado.
Yeah, that was a good film. Yeah, great film.
That was my first one that I got introduced to him on, and I just hooked.
Sitting in a old Monte Carlo.
Yeah, no, there's been some actors like you would think they're so much bigger, and then you see them in real life to like a real life person that you know is like 6 foot or whatever, and you're like, how are you that short? Like, prime example is I saw Bret Hart in person. He was a lot shorter than I thought he was going to be.
Bret the Hitman Hart?
Yes.
Is it shorter than I would have thought?
Yeah, he's a short little wrestler.
Yeah, he's not that big. He's not as big as you would think he is. He's actually not that big of a guy. He's like big, like he's still fit, but like, yeah, he was not the height that I thought he was going to be when I met him. Best day of my life, though.
That's pretty cool. Like, if I was gonna meet a wrestler of any time, it would have to be oh man, that's tough. It'd have to be the Undertaker, just because of what he's done.
Of who you'd want to meet?
Oh yeah, and sit down. If I could sit down with any of them and have a drink and just talk to him and it'd be him.
Other than Bret Hart, because Bret Hart was my Steamboat. I would have loved
Ricky Steamboat.
I met his cousin.
You found him. You got JTK going now. He's like, that's the wrestling I remember.
Right. So here's a great story, JTK. So I grew up near Edmonton, and then we moved out to Whitecourt. Okay, and when we were out there, when I was about, I think it was on my 5th or 6th birthday, I had my appendix rupture. When I was in the Whitecourt Hospital, Ricky's cousin was also in the Whitecourt hospital at the same time. I got to chill with Ricky Steamboat's cousin while messing around in the hospital. So I came this close to getting to him, but I was like, yeah, no, that didn't work out because my parents didn't fall through. But that's okay. I still got to be a family member of him. It's closer than some people have ever gotten in their lives, so I'll take it. He was dope. Like, we literally were running down the hallways. This big grown-ass man, this 5-year-old boy, farting and running down hallways with these nurses trying to stop us from doing. Oh, yeah, it was great. My mom has the story way better than I do, but yeah, it was great.
So that's what we should talk about next week is our favorite wrestlers, because I got a lot to talk about.
Oh, me too.
Really? JTK's a wrestling fan?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
I'll give you a little hint. Dean Malenko, the man of 1,000 holds, my favorite wrestler of all times. Also, Rey Mysterio Jr. Rey Mysterio Jr. is a fan of my son. My son's a fan of his. He did a book report on Rey Mysterio Jr. in his mask. You know what I'm saying? And of course, you got Hacksaw Jim Duggan, tough guy, and then you got all the rest like Hulk Hogan, Macho Man Randy Savage, and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, he's probably actually. God, I would love to meet him. I heard
Jake
he's a
the Snake,
though.
Jake the Snake Roberts. Lex Luthor, the total package.
Well, okay, fine. Save it.
So let's talk about that next week.
Hey, we'll do that next week. We'll do that next week. Actually, that sounds good. I'm excited for that one because I'm a huge wrestling fan. And I just felt like I was a big nerd doing it, but then he started fucking talking about DC for 20 minutes, so I guess I'm not that bad.
Hey. Do we really got to do that? Okay, first of all, do you know that DC became before Marvel?
I don't care who came first. It's
Okay,
better.
he's even saying yes. They were before Marvel, buddy.
That's fine.
Did
I said
you
I don't
know
care who came
that
first.
Superman was the first mainstream hero, and without Superman, my friend, Marvel would not have the heroes they have today.
Okay. Jeez.
So pay homage to the king, my friend. Pay homage to the king, the old fucking G.
And this is why Jerry Seinfeld has a Superman on the shelf during the show's Superman. Or during the show's
every
Seinfeld.
single episode. Every single episode.
Because he's Superman. He's Superman.
Because he's fucking Superman. Yeah, absolutely. Look, I'm not talking shit about him. I'm just saying I'm a Marvel guy. I like.
Do you
Marvel.
know Superman's origins?
His name's Kal-El, and he's from
He's from further.
He's from Krypton.
Back further. Superman's concept
how do you go back further?
As
That's
a
where he's
super
born.
Villain. His very first concept was a super villain. He was not actually supposed to be a hero. When DC bought the rights to him, when they've heard the concept from the two guys that created Superman as the villain, they bought the rights to him and flipped the script, turned him into an alien as a superhero, and put him onto mainstream comics.
Yeah, because the original concept also, not only was he a supervillain, but he made really good, lemon scented flowers in floral arrangements and stuff like that. So he was this evil florist. And then when they flipped it, totally got away from the flowers.
No.
No, it's not even close. No, wait a second.
Go with this. I'm just like, no.
Isn't it okay? Wait, isn't it like the second Superman film where he's on this icy planet and he like meets Spock and some shit like that, right? Like there's the whole like super beings that know everything, and one of them's like it's like Spock-like creature, right? See, I mean,
go back to sleep. Go back to sleep.
Yeah,
go back.
I think you're mixing up characters now. You start with the actors, now you're doing characters.
You have sunburn poisoning, dude.
You
go to a hospital.
He's confusing Jor-El with fucking Spock.
No. Kinda, I guess. Like yes. So that's his dad, right?
Jor-El, yeah.
Okay, see, I was close, and he's got like this.
No.
I know Mork and Mindy.
Okay,
see, I knew that one.
Well, I just thought since you were discombobulated on all your aliens, there, just throw whatever in, you know.
Well, look, apparently, if I'm going to talk film in the future with you two, I'm going to have to do some research. Just a little bit.
A little bit. We'll make sure we give you the heads up beforehand, like with the wrestling, so that way, you know.
No, I don't do that. I got wrestling down.
You don't confuse Bret Hart with Jean-Claude Van Damme, right? Like that. We don't want that. You know, that could be ugly for you in the future.
You know what? There's a crossover for next week. You know that great actor. You know that Van Damme, Rob Van Dam. He's the best action hero I've ever seen.
No.
JTK's like, go get the fuck away from me.
I haven't even eaten my dinner yet. Come on, man.
Well, crap. Well, at that point, so we're gonna go ahead and call it the evening. We'll see you guys again, like always.
That means JTK is technically an action hero from today.
Who looks like Jason Statham?
That's right. No, man. I'm the transporter.
All right. And with that being said, it's time for us to call it quits for this week. So we'll catch you guys next Sunday if you're watching live on TikTok, and if you're listening on Spotify, we'll see you next Monday. It's always a pleasure with you two. Always, CJ.
Always.
Thank you. JTK, awesome as usual, even though you're late for whatever reason. Just fucking. It's been great, guys. I'll catch you next week. All right, same time, same channel.
For
Love
sure,
you guys. Bye.
Peace out, everyone.
You've been listening to A Little Unprofessional. You know, and we know that the cancel culture is horseshit. And that's why we do this show. To take a big shit all over it. We hope you've enjoyed the show. Make sure to like, rate, and review. And make sure to tell some of your warped friends about the show, too. We'll be back soon. But in the meantime, hook up with us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and Spotify at Mr. Like the Color. And we'll see you motherfuckers next time.